in regard of like what they wanted me to see them as what they were supposed to be doing, of what this is about, and the way they make themselves like what we do is just like different. We're Avengers and this and that. I bring up the fact of Britney. That's a big mistake to bring that up because there's so many factors that just validate the trash that these people are. The first factor is Britney is living her life, enjoying life, and like many of the women dying in this program, Britney is not here suffering, dying, destroyed, being sickened, slowly dying, tortured sexually in other ways. That's the first factor that I know these trash are just opportunists bullshit or just using what they can to paint themselves as the Avengers and try to vilify me. The second thing that here is so disgusting is that they try to vilify me for Britney. The biggest factor here that just destroys and negates the low lifeness that they wanted to present themselves as is there's a friend of mine who was participating in what was happening to me before a lot of this trash here making their noise campaign were. He's on their side basically. Not only he's on their side, he benefited for participating just like they are benefiting before they even knew me. And the reason why I bring him up specifically is what they try to vilify me about. It's something that happened when he was included. Matter of fact, they try to kind of minimize some certain things, right? There was a door that was open that he opened. They tried to make me imagine me doing that, right? And they're like, "Yeah, that's not real." I was like, "Yeah, okay." Yeah. And try to make me imagine the stories they want. It was like, this is your delusional trash. No, he opened the door, and you know what else he tried to do. In regard of what I did, it's not gonna be them trying to make me feel guilty of that. Especially knowing that, one, Britney, I'm still in communication with her, living her good life, enjoying herself. The reason why I start talking to her in the first place is just to make sure that I don't let this trash live this fantasy. I heard too many testimonials of the horror what they do to women to let them just escape and create this fantasy. But on top of that, that's my friend at the time was one of the first participants who enjoyed it, and they know that he enjoyed himself in that. At one point they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get him next." They thought it was like, I knew it's not gonna happen. It's like, yeah, right, get the fuck out of here. And he's doing well. I mean, he's in regard of like his life, in regard his ability to make a living, provide for his family. Life is good in that section. Now, if he's depressed or not, that's not because of them. They have nothing to do with that. Just like their depression has nothing to do with somebody doing something to them in that fashion. He made money from this, or he participated and got something out of it. I'm sure. But they were trying to vilify. It's like, yeah, no, you open. It's like, no, he opened the door. Now I know what I did. I know he did what he did, and you're just trying to create something else. Either way, I know you don't care about Britney, and I know that you will destroy her life like so many other women. You see her being happy and enjoying her life. Now, the reason why I like to show that picture now is because you see the clear contrast between her and how these women are suffering. There's Britney there, and I know the face is blurred. And then there you see somebody like a Megan or a Amanda Mindler or any of those women dying in this program. Some of them in the same area too, by the way. The reason why I do that is because I want to put the reality in their faces. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to act like you're doing it for Britney. You don't give a damn about her. She's living her life, and those women are nuts. They're dying. Two, just like you, this guy, and that's his name, let's call him Paul. He's doing it for Britney too. Meaning, no, he's not. He's doing it the same reason you're doing it. And however you're trying to recreate who opened, we know who did that. You're just trying to change that, but either way, that's not even that is in question here. And you know that you don't care about Paul. No, sorry, about Brittany. You just thought you could do this with the rage of this feminism that can be selective enough to be so enraged for Brittany, but have the ability to negate the sufferance of these women in the program that they chose to be involved in. And by the way, understanding that Paul was also enraged enough to be involved in this, doing it for Brittany, I guess, as they try to now change it to something else. My point is, it's clear what this is about. It's clear they know that they don't care about Brittany. It's clear that I know they don't care about Brittany. And most importantly, it's clear that I know that Paul partake in the same way. Now, because I live somewhere else, he's no longer a participant. But I reassure you that I know that if I was back to where I used to live, especially if I was closer to him, he will participate and enjoy the benefit of being a participant in this with the utmost joy. If I moved back to where he lives, he will be there doing his thing. If I was trying to interact with him, he will be so happy to interact with me. He'll be so happy to involve himself in that. Matter of fact, I won't even be surprised if he said Brittany, which I don't know if he's going to do that way. But let's just say that. By the way, still very much friends there, by the way. I can't allow them to escape in any of this fantasy. This trash was trying like, yeah, we're gonna frame you. It's like, yes, you who involved in a program that's killing women and children, you who are involved in a program that is torturing children, will frame you. Who are trying to do it to act like you're doing it for Brittany, a woman you don't care about, and let's just say that Paul is in it too. And he did his part, enjoyed it, but now I'm too far from him to involve himself in this. Target video, don't lose sense of reality here. Nobody's perfect. You know the things that you're not proud of. You know what, the good or the bad, but these people, what they have involved themselves in, and the way they can paint reality and even falsify certain things. Like, why you even need to falsify the who opened door when you know that's not true? And that's not even really what, Taking videos stay strong. They try to make me imagine opening a door, because later on when here in New York, I found out how to be able to open the door using a card, because there was somebody who was locked out. And try to use that memory to be applied in the memory with the door that was open when Brittany was there. Falsifying that. When the truth is, Paul opened the door. They just want me to imagine that it's me. Don't identify with this. But that's not even, and the thing is, like, that's not even the factor here. Whoever opened the door, which was Paul, that's not what, is going on here. Well, that's not what they try to really vilify me about. But they're trying to erase who involved himself in whatever happened that night, and what it mean in what happened to me. Brittany is living her life. I was able to interact with her. She's, she remembered me. It's been I talked to her after 11 years of not talking to this person. I can't allow that. Listen, we all know I'm not perfect. I know my imperfections, and I know what I did wrong in my life. But I reassure you, I know I have not impacted anybody's life. And I'm glad to see Brittany just enjoying life to the fullest as they paint this facade in a program that's destroying the life of so many. For Brittany, I pray that she's never put in this program where her life will be destroyed, and I hope that she continues to enjoy her life with her family. And I will not allow this trash who are involved in something that's killing so many women, torturing them, using Brittany as a way to paint what they're involved in into something else. Stay strong. Don't identify. And the reason why I make sure I make these videos is for me to not let these people think that I see them aside for what they really are. Trash involving something that is killing many women and children, destroying them, and then act like they're doing it for Britney. Nope. Not gonna let that happen for all the women who are dying and suffering in this program.